What's girls, how you doing? Another pick a card, and today is going to be why as a silence. So let's have a look. Let's keep an open mind. Let's try not to be triggered, okay? A lot of you are in separation for some reason, so you know what I'm saying, okay? So 2 pounds, we're trying to keep it concise, and we develop if we need to. You know the story by heart, and yes, I'm completely burned. Okay, one, two, one, two. Okay, so pound number one, why as a silence? The Hierophant, 4 cups, death. Interesting. So, yes, well, they're silent because they don't really know how to approach you and how you're going to respond. They maybe they used to you approaching them, and maybe that's what you were doing for a very long time, and you decided, you know what, no more. So they're kind of a bit surprised by your lack of communication, therefore they don't really know how to approach you. They've never done that before. You were the one always engaging, and this time no, it's different. You just up to your ears, you don't even want to go there. In the meantime, they have been engaging maybe in legal action. Maybe they were going, or they are going through a divorce or something like this. They have some legality that could be a lot of stuff going on at work. It can be all kind of things, and therefore they're also working on themselves, so they're not really available in very much, in a sense of like they're going through a lot of process. The Eurofan is about gaining knowledge, and of course, that can be a little bit time consuming. That can also be, they take time and they need time to digest it all. Because it's one thing, to read a book, for example, but really, digest it and understand it and feeling it. Sometimes it takes a little moment and you need to have that pause. So what they also doing, maybe some healing, maybe with a therapist, with a healer altogether, to have a different perspective and a better understanding of their behavior and where that comes from and the root of the issue, if any. At the end of the day, with a Hierophant, we know that you are meant to be together for sure. There is an authority from above saying that, okay, guys, come on, let's get on with it. But you do need to do some homework before you can be there. So at the end of the day, what we have is the rebirth. So the silent treatment is not going to happen, and I'm not even sure if it's a silent treatment. It's like a pause when you both need to understand yourself and the nature of this connection. So it's not so much like I'm playing a game, I need to be silent just to make a point or prove myself. Not at all. It's just maybe actually organically needed, that you really feel like you want to pause for a moment, find your feet, find yourself, and also find the courage to engage with each other, and then you can start something brand new. Let's have more information to see why they're silent. Yeah, they're very slow mover because every step is very strategic. Every step is very well thought through because it's necessary, it's important, it's meaningful, and I don't want it to, go any faster for sure. And of course, here we have it, because this is a twin flame connection. So obviously, it's not going to be straightforward. A twin flame connection is all about the journey. You belong to each other, you recognize each other very quickly. However, the how, it's the issue there. So you need to learn few things to become the best version of yourself individually in order to be together and be, as a result, the yin and the yang as you're supposed to be. Okay, because you are the same spirit to start with, but you in two different bodies, obviously. And then when you reconnect, you need to actually click again, if you see what I mean. So that is a process, and twin flame drive a lot of people insane. Some of my callers go through a twin flame, and it's really challenging. That really push the button non-stop, and they find it very difficult to stay put and to stay serene in that process. But that is the point. Some of them need to actually learn how to be, patient, how to trust the process, and that is being like calm, collected, waiting for the other one to catch up in some ways, because they're doing their work as well. So that is why is it silent? It's really meaningful altogether, really. So that was pound number one. Pound number two, why is it silent? Nine of Swords, the Star, the Emperor. There you go. So it's another process here altogether. Well, they may be silent, but my goodness, they're overthinking. They don't sleep well at night. It's very hot at the moment in London. So, but anyhow, nothing to do with that. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, but yes, they're overthinking it. They, my God, they analyzing and reanalyzing everything. They're very anxious as a result because they might not know how to approach you. The thing is, there's two things here. One of them is that they know you tick all the boxes. That's simple as that. You are absolutely, splendid. You are, you know, you are the final destination. They know that you belong to each other. Of course, there is an idea of balancing the emotion here, for sure. And that is a trigger. That is very difficult to do so. However, you both tick everybody boxes in the sense that of each other boxes, I should say. And so it's not like who do I need to be with, is how do I get there? Because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, this is the journey I need to go, but I think I need to follow, but I see the goal, I see the destination. It's just the how is a little bit difficult to perceive. However, it's very clear on who I need to be with. In the meantime, yeah, it's going to be action because that person is getting to the level of the emperor or yourself, in a meaning that you are forking in one. So you're someone who's going to gain that authority and, okay, I know what I need to do, I'm going to do it now. You are action person. You're not going to fluff around any longer or much longer at the end of the day. Excuse me. Boom, what did I say? Absolutely, no much longer, because Chariot is really moving forward like faster than light. Is a yin and a yang coming together, and that's it. No fluffing around, no taking anybody, wasting time, or just none of this. It's just like boom, straight in. I know where I'm going. Manifesting. But yes, of course, at some point maybe there is an idea of illusion. Maybe they were in a situation or in another relationship that was a little bit complicated, but now they had to come to the conclusion, I can't lie to myself any longer. But it's that transition time. At the moment, they're preparing, but they're building up in their mind. When, as sometimes we just have to put one step in front of the other foot. One step forward. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. But before we do that, sometimes we build up such a big picture. We're thinking, oh my God, I'm never going to do this. When you actually start just one step, that's all fine. And you think, well, actually, it was not that complicated. And you're procrastinating. They are procrastinating big time. They're overthinking it. Yes, they're going to do the right thing. And maybe, yes, it's true, maybe it's an idea of finishing the legality or finishing up the legality of whatever it is, and that need to be, the process has to go through, fair enough, and then they can't wait for this to be sorted, and then they're rushing towards you. But they're going to do the right thing. They're going to balance the scales because they can't stay in that nonsense. Yes, there is a lot of healing necessary, and that's probably why, they haven't talk to you before, because they needed to go to the root of the issue. They really needed to go to the maybe the very origin of their pain. Maybe there was a previous relationship, maybe there was some residue, maybe there was some trauma from childhood, maybe whatever, so they needed to learn that and heal it, and maybe hide for a while in a cave. Absolutely, that was necessary. But you knew all of that anyway. The high priestess or high priest, doesn't matter. You just knew, you could see through this person. That was what they needed to go through. But you couldn't do it for themselves. They had to do it themselves. Seriously. So yeah, it's an idea of going to build a relationship that's going to be based on serenity, grounded energy, truthful commitment. There's no fluffing around here. It's really grounded energy. Very, very grounded. You're meant to be. That's simple as that. So it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of finishing up the healing process, not building up such a massive mountain in front of you. It's okay. Just do one thing, one step, one text, one phone call, whatever. Just do one thing that will make that process start somewhere. Otherwise, you're building up and you can't sleep at night. Et voilà. On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.